What's up, YouTube? This your boy Heartless coming at you again with another video. I apologize for being gone for a little minute. I had a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I've been trying to get taken care of. But I'm back and I'll try to be more consistent for you guys. Um, Unfortunately, as you know, I'm still recording videos, whatnot. Even the audio might be sounding a little off because I'm using my phone as far as audio, whatnot. But it's definitely in the works as far as getting the proper equipment. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about my experience of going from Samsung to Apple. Now, I want to bring it back all the way back because I was I'm still is a diehard Android fan. What I mean by that is I've been with Android since I want to say about 6+ years. I'll say 6.5 years. I would just say 6 years. My first phone was the OG Droid. Hell, I still have it. The original Droid with the slide up, with the keypad and everything like that. Um, Hell, I still have that phone. I still use that phone as a alarm clock. I know it may sound funny, but I'll be honest with you, I still use it. The reason why I still use it because it's iconic. I'm not gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna sell it. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I usually sell my old phones to get a new phone, but sometimes I keep the phones that really stand out. I usually keep, and in particular, that phone, the OG Droid, was iconic for me. But anyway, long story short, I've been with Android for the longest. I even been with, after I had that Droid, I had the Droid 2, and then the Droid 3, and then I had the Droid Razor, and then I had the Droid Razor Max. Now you can kind of see what I'm heading towards, right? The reason why I had all those kind of Droid phones is because at the time I was looking for a smartphone, and I didn't really like the iPhone that much. I just found that it was kind of, I don't want to say boring, but it just was kind of plain. But in just for my personal preference, I just like the the whole atmosphere and everything, and the capabilities of what Androids could do. The reason why I like the stuff that, most of the things that Android could do is because you could do a lot of things with freedom as far as taking care of stuff and, getting stuff taken care of while using an Android. Like, what I mean by that is you can use multitask feature and all that crazy stuff that was necessary for me and for what I do to use. Now, one of the drawbacks with Android in particular that I've encountered and I just got sick and tired of is the lack of support. Before anybody says, whoa, 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 maybe you should have got you a Nexus or maybe you should have got you this. First off, I want to say, been there, done that. Had a Samsung Galaxy Nexus. It was okay, but it wasn't all that. As far as the Droid phones, it was behind Motorola. Motorola got bought out by Google. So I was assuming that because Google purchased Motorola, that Google would push out more updates. I was mistakenly wrong. It was like at the time period when I was with the Droids, it was like they was coming out with updates, not updates. They was coming out with new phones every 6 months. So I'm like, damn, really? Like, I just bought this Droid phone, and you telling me my phone is obsolete in 6, not even 4 months, and I'm stuck with this phone on a 2-year contract? Crazy, right? So that put a bad taste in my mouth as far as the Droid version of Android. So I left Motorola. I said, well, let me give LG a shot. Phone didn't even last 2 weeks. I had to take that phone back. Didn't like it. I believe it was the LG Spectrum that I had. Didn't like that at all. Lack of support. It was just, I just didn't like it at all. It was just big, clunky, and annoying. So I got out of that. So I went back to the Droid, which was I believe it was, I don't remember what Droid phone was out at the time. I think it was the Droid Razr Max. So I gave that a shot because of the 33 milliamp hour battery, 3300 milliamp hour battery. You know, that was being advertised at the time and stuff like that. So I gave that a shot. I tried that out. It was all right. Barely made the 2 year mark, but I mean, what can I say? I only had two out of the 2 years. Out of the 2 years, I only received 3 updates. One bug update, okay, and then the next update was from gingerbread to ice cream sandwich, which was a clusterfuck. It was nothing but glitches, made the phone overheat, battery drainage. It was just nasty. And then after ice cream sandwich, it was, I don't forgot the name of these. After that, I just know the next update after that, it was just horrible, straight horrible. So it was to the point where I couldn't really use the phone much. The only way I can get the best out of my phone was if I had to root it, and I shouldn't have to root it, put a custom ROM on it just for and bypass the bootloader and do all this unnecessary stuff just to get my phone to operate the way I need it to operate. So I left Motorola again. After that, I said, well, let me give Samsung a try. Got the S5. I like it. S5, snappy, cool and everything. But you know what? It did the same old thing. Now, check this out. When I was with Motorola, everybody was saying, oh, Moto Blur, and this, that, third. Can't stand it because of they stupid skins and yada, yada, yada. So, and everybody was advertising Samsung, so I jumped Samsung. Now, everybody was bashing Samsung because your TouchWiz. TouchWiz is so heavy and yada, 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 and this, that, and the third. Man, it's not even about this custom skins and stuff like that. Me, personally, I feel like it's just Android. Like, even though you get so much freedom with Android and you get so many more perks and stuff like that, the drawback with Android is that you can't even you can't even use your phone that you needed, that you want to use it. What I mean by that is you can't use your phone to its full capabilities as far as it not overheating and causing sluggish and wanting to cut off and whatnot. Is ridiculous. It really is. And it's crazy. It really is. But I mean, it is what it is, right? So fast forward time a little bit. I don't want to keep you guys waiting and whatnot. I know this is a long story, but I got rid of my S5 and got a Note 4 because my S5 kept overheating. There wasn't no updates being pushed. I got stuck with the same software that I got when I purchased the damn phone. So, and like every time I look around, the phone was crashing and keep doing boot loops. Battery was just messed up. I was like, man, let me get rid of this thing. Got rid of it, got me a Note 4. Got me a Note 4, loved it. Now I'm a diehard Samsung fan because all the other phones that I've had in the past, it didn't do me no justice. Now, before you say, oh, you should have stuck with Nexus or should have got your Google, I had a Nexus 7 tablet. Yeah, I was getting updates, but the updates didn't do the damn tablet no justice because the tablet was still running short. What I mean by running short, it was sluggish as hell. Yeah, I went to About Phone and turned on the administrative settings to go and turned off the animation to try to make the phone faster. That was just a temporary fix. 5 days later, I was back to square one. Restarted it. I done did everything. Restarted the phone. Go to the, what is it? The bootloader. The fast boot, whatever, to erase cache partition. I did all of that, and I still had the same results. So I was like, you know what? Let me leave Google and they mess alone. Let me jump on Samsung. Samsung, my Note 4, I loved it. Only reason why I got rid of my Note 4 is the simple fact that the battery started deteriorating. It couldn't hold the charge. Yeah, that was an easy fix because it was a replaceable battery, but I had the same issue with even with aftermarket batteries. It was just the same thing. It was just messed up. And then that last update they came out with on the Note 4 really drained the Note 4 battery to the point where it was just ridiculous. And the phone overheated, and I would get stuck in a consistent boot loop at times when I didn't charge my phone up. If I get to 50% or whatnot, it'll cut off, cut back on, cut off, cut back on, cut off, cut back. It'll just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. So I said, all right, it's time to get rid of this damn thing. Because what's the point of sending it in and then sending me a refurbished phone that's going to do the same damn thing? So I got rid of that. Got me Galaxy Note 7. I held on to the Note 4 so long. I was waiting. I was eager to get that Note 7. I got the Note 7. Sorry for the background noise. That's my computer. I was eager to get the Note 7. Got the Note 7. I was excited. I shot my first video, my first YouTube video, did my first review on my Vizio P-Series television. And I read about this on the website, all over the news, all over the internet, all over everything. I was devastated. It was the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 battery explosion. So I said, yo, you know what? This is some bull. It really is. So I left that alone. I said, well, maybe that was just one incident. Maybe that was just some person being extra with their phone, leaving it out in the sun or something like that. But then again, it was another incident. Another incident, y'all. So I was like, man, come on. I'm like, man, hopefully, okay, maybe it was two bad phones. All right, what's two bad phones? And then I hear about the explosion in Asia. Then I hear explosion over here, the explosion over there, this, that, and third. I was like, all right, well, it's obvious they're going to have to do a recall or something. So, of course, yeah, they did the first recall. I was like, all right. I was cooperative. I was okay. First recall. Mistakes happen. You know, they happen. So I sent off the phone. Got my new Note 7. The original Note 7 I had was the titanium silver one. I went to Verizon, got it exchanged, sent that off, got it exchanged, got the black onyx one. The black onyx. Talking about that thing is beautiful. It was amazing. Like, I love the way it looks and everything. It's beautiful. I was like, Lord, I ain't getting rid of this phone. You can't pay me to get rid of this phone. Got the phone. Shot my part 2 video of my Vizio. Got me a case for it. Had to get another tempered glass for it because my original tempered glass had to send it off of my phone. So I got my new phone. I was excited. Couple days passed. Fast forward, couple days passed. And I got some more emails and a whole bunch of things saying that there's another explosion. This time it's on the safe device. The safe device is with the device that I've got now because it's complete. It's called safe because it's the green battery indicator. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was just somebody fronting, lying, saying they got a safe one. In reality, they kept on their old one and looking for some money and trying to sue Samsung. Maybe that. But that wasn't the case. Next thing I know, I see about this damn thing lit up in flames on a plane. That's when I started scratching my head. I was like, yo, Samsung, what are you guys doing? And then I read about Samsung washing machine exploding in somebody's house. And then I read about another Samsung Galaxy Note 7 safe blew up in a child's hands. And another one blew up in a truck and another one went into flames inside of a Burger King. And these are all safe devices, supposedly the recalled ones. So that just told me that Samsung don't give a crap about their customers. They just basically took the phones. I don't even think they replaced the battery, to be honest with you. I don't even think they even did that. I think they just recalled all the phones, made a second batch, and rushed out the second batch of the product and hoped for the best and hoped that the second batch would do better than the first batch, but it did not. They failed. They failed miserably. And I still have my Note 7. I'm looking at it right now. However, I'm doing this recording on my iPhone 7. Now, at this point, I was just fed up. I was just fed up with not just Android, but with the whole entire situation. See, once you go Note, you never go back. And I would refuse to get an S7. And I would refuse to get an S7 Edge. I just wasn't in. I didn't want those devices, even though they were still, according to on paper, they were pretty much equal, whatnot. But and not just because it didn't have S Pen, but it was more than that. I just didn't want those devices. I felt like it would have been a downgrade, even though technically it's not really too much of a downgrade because of the specifications. But in my opinion, and the way how I feel about, phablets, I'm a fan of phablets, and I just can't see myself going back to a phone that's not a phablet. Like, my hands are just it just won't fit those devices too well, and I just don't want it. Anyway, I was just fed up. There's nothing else in the market that I'm interested in. The Google Pixel, I was looking at the Google Pixel because I'm a die-hard Android fan. I was going to get that Google Pixel, but then, Google Pixel, right? This is Google's phone, not through Google then Motorola. No, this is Google's own phone. And you know what they said? They said after 2 years, they said the phone will not be supported after 2 years. Now, technically, people usually have phones for 2 years. Just a basic bunch. They usually have their phone for 2 years, and then they upgrade and get another phone. However, a lot of people, like such as myself, they get a phone and want it for longevity. They don't want to keep upgrading, getting new phones every 2 years or every year, etc. So after 2 years, I'm up Shit's Creek. Basically, that's what y'all saying, Google. So I don't got time for that. I just don't. I'm tired of fetching and hounding these OEMs, and I'm just tired of doing searches, trying to figure out when's the next update, when's the support. Because don't get me wrong, these phones are awesome, but they do come with a lot of drawbacks, a lot of bugs and glitches and boot loop problems. And my Note 7, the safe one, was doing boot loops. I meant to say that as well. It was doing boot loops as well, like the Note 4 was. Mine's in particular, I don't know if anybody else's was, but mine's were doing boot loops. But yeah, I was just completely fed up, and I was just over it. So I said, you know what? Google, y'all cheap. Y'all don't. Y'all real cheap, and it's a shame. So I just left Android altogether. I kept my 128 micro SD card, kept it, put it to the side. I said, well, maybe sometime in the future I'll go back, but just right now I'm not looking at Android. Let me try something new, and that's when I got the iPhone 7 Plus in matte black, the 256 gigabyte model. That's when I made the transition, and that's why I made the transition. So, in my opinion, coming from the Note 7 to the iPhone 7, is some drawbacks like the multitasking feature that I'm so used to and accustomed to. I don't know how to do it yet. I can't say it doesn't have it, but if they do have it, I don't know how to do it yet because I just got the phone. But as far as the review on the matte black and everything like that, the phone is pretty decent. I like it. I didn't think I would like it this much, but I kind of like it. It's okay. But I'll save the review and my opinions and stuff like that for another video as far as the iPhone 7. But I just wanted to share you guys my story as far as what was going on why I left Android to pursue Apple. Um, Let me know what your opinions and views are in the comment section. I don't hesitate to respond back. I always respond back. I try to respond back to every single person that posts my videos. I want to give everybody who posts my videos the time to thank them and appreciate them for taking the time out their day to watch my videos and to check me out, because at the end of the day, y'all don't have to watch this, and just like I don't have to respond, but I respond because I want to respond, and I appreciate y'all support. So I'm not gonna be one of them YouTubers who just leave y'all high and dry and throw a video up and don't respond. I don't believe in that. I try my best to respond to everybody as much as possible, and I appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to me. I appreciate it a lot. I didn't think I'd have this many subscribers so quick after 2 videos. I can just imagine once I start getting the ball rolling and turning this into a full-time thing. But let me know in the description as far as on your views and your thoughts and your opinions. My channel is basically going to be about everything tech. I'll do reviews, I'll do my opinions on games, computers, gaming rigs, TVs, it's just anything, like everything tech. I'm just going to recover on this channel. So if you're a tech person and you like technology and you like gadgets and everything, you're in the right place. You really are. I'm sorry to make this video so long. Well, this will probably be split into 2 videos. Most likely it'll be split into 2 videos, probably 3. But I just felt like I had to, let everybody know, give everybody an update on why I've been going for so long. Okay? If you got any questions or anything, just don't hesitate to shoot me a message or whatnot, or just just post a comment. I'll respond. Everybody y'all have a blessed one, and thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. And please subscribe away. Later, y'all.